Well guys, we got more possible rubber dinghy floating scumbags living in hotels paid for by us committing some pretty heinous crimes, and I'm sure it will surprise none of you it was against a child. Naturally, I have yet to see the broadcast media report this. I might have missed it, but until now I have not seen anything. It was the same for what we all know about that was going on up in Telford, Rotherham and many other places around the UK that was being ignored by the powers that be and is still being swept under the carpet now. But today's shit show involves multiple hotel guests of unnamed origins, which usually means it's safe to say they are not likely to be white, but regardless of their race, if it's true, they are all scum, because reports suggest these suspected low-life fuckpigs have raped a 16-year-old girl. Girl 16 is raped in Liverpool city centre hotel as police arrest 6 men aged between 18 and 20. 6 men have been arrested after a 16-year-old girl was allegedly raped in a city centre hotel earlier this morning, which was actually yesterday morning. This article came out yesterday but was only brought to my attention earlier on. Police rushed to an apartment inside the Uno building on Temple Court, Liverpool at around 4:30 AM today after the alleged attack took place. The men, aged between 18 and 20, were taken to police stations across Merseyside to be interviewed by detectives. 2 men, both 20, were arrested on suspicion of rape and 4 others were arrested on suspicion of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. Which of course, if true, means they actually gang raped her, but at the moment it's only suspicion. We don't actually know if it's true. But like I've said, no more details about them have come out or anything else as far as I'm aware, which kind of makes me think it could be a group of boat wankers, especially when you factor in how many hotels are being used for this. Witnesses reported seeing a number of young men being escorted out of the hotel and put into separate police vans. The teenager from Merseyside is receiving specialist support and forensic examinations were today ongoing at the scene, Merseyside Police said. In a statement, a spokesperson added an investigation has been launched and 2 20-year-old men, one from Congleton in Cheshire and one from Stoke-on-Trent, have been arrested on suspicion of rape, which doesn't really tell us where these people have come from and who they actually are. Saying they are from these places could mean they just lived there and they were born in the buckfuck middle of nowhere in some other country for all we know, or they could have indeed been born in Cheshire, but we won't know that for sure until someone gets out there or they actually go to court and are convicted of it. 4 other males, 3 aged 18 and 1 aged 19, all from Stoke-on-Trent, have been arrested on suspicion of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. They have all been taken to police stations across Merseyside where they will be interviewed by detectives. The victim and her family are receiving specialist support and forensic examinations are ongoing at the scene, which is where the article ends, and like I said, the information is very hazy at best and probably purposeful so. Now, as I said at the beginning, with the 48,000 boat wankers that appear to be in hotels around this country, it is possible this was a group of boat wankers themselves who have done it. Regardless of what the media say these people are from, they could have literally arrived a couple of weeks ago and the media would still report that, or at least they would have been told that by anyone who is passing them the information. Of course, it is possible it is a bunch of guys from the UK themselves and not a group of boat wankers. We will have to wait and see if we ever actually find out. And like I've said already, these are only allegations at the moment, so we are literally running on next to no information. But I thought it was important to point out that this had happened up in Liverpool recently because the mainstream media seem to be mainly forgetting about it, with the exception of a few of the tabloid newspapers. I might be wrong, but like I said, I have not seen broadcast media pick up on this at all, which really wouldn't surprise me and I'm sure wouldn't surprise any of you.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going and we are glad to be going. We're off.